back to Amman, Jordan, the backdrop and host to the FIBA Women's Asia Cup 2021. It's day number 5 of competition, and it's the semifinals slate in front of you. Australia taking on the favorites, Japan, here inside Prince Hamza Hall. Despina Barton alongside Siobhan Pryor, the former Great Britain international player. This is a look at the games today. Already, China sealed its bid to the championship game with a 93-69 victory over Korea. We find out who meets them there coming up next. Siobhan, we see Australia, Japan. They meet up here in the semifinals in preparation of facing China. What can we expect as this Australian team goes against the juggernauts that is Japan?
I mean, what we can expect is a really highly contested, fast-paced, physical game. We know how Japan play. It's their efficiency that can really hurt you. They're second here in efficiency per game for the tournament, 111 efficiency per game.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and their percentages, they shoot so well. Second in percentages from two-point land, 50%, and third in three-point percentage as well. They like to spread the floor, they like to move the ball, they like to run on offense, and every single player down the bench to the start has played the same, and it'll be this lady here that will lead the charge against them. Number 4, Sammy Whitcomb. She's really done absolutely everything for this Australian team. She's in every stat possible. She leads the competition with 18.5 points per game. She's 7th in rebounds as well. 3rd in assists with 7.3. She's up there in efficiency, the best player in the tournament, 24.5. They'll be following her lead today. She was the best player in the last 2 games against China and New Zealand. She'll be looking to be the best player today to help them topple Japan.
And now, with the team
and for Japan, they obviously walk in with the pedigree 4 times. They have been champions here in a row. They're going for number 5. They are the silver medalists at the Tokyo Olympics, and they have 5 returners off that Olympic squad suited up here today, as this is going to be a business transaction for all 40 minutes for this team.
It definitely will. That's what we're used to seeing. They don't take a playoff. Any mistake you make, they annihilate you for it. You have to be concentrated against them for 40 minutes. But Coach Onzuka said they know that they have to be concentrated for 40 minutes as well. They know it's going to be a difficult game against Australia, and they have to do everything they can and concentrate for 40 minutes, play at high energy for 40 minutes to win this game.
And that's what it will take to earn a spot in the championship game. But before we get started here, let's stop down for a moment and let's recognize the national anthems first for the visiting team, Australia.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Japan.
prideful moment as both
the referees for the game
for these teams are setting up in the stands. This is the crew that will be tasked with officiating the next 40 minutes.
From the Philippines. And the commissioner is Mr. Roger Abdo from Lebanon.
For Australia, they walk in with a record of 3-1 in the tournament. They lost to China. That's why they had to play an extra game to get here. And like Siobhan said, Whitcomb leads the tournament in lots of categories, specifically here, efficiency, scoring, and third in assists. They will rely on her once again as she is in that starting lineup. And this is the go-to 5 for this Opal squad. The last 3 outings, Nicholson, Sharp, Garvin, and Ayakuso. Everybody ready to play their hearts out for a chance at a gold medal here in Amman, Jordan.
Lauren Nicholson as well, another player not spoke a lot about, but Paul Gorris, head coach of Australia, is really pleased with the efforts that she's been making as well.
His team just recently came together. In fact, this is a completely remodeled group from the unit that took the court in Tokyo, Japan. And for Japan here, they have 5 back from their Olympic silver medalist team. This is the exact same starting 5 for all 4 outings now. Mauri, Hayashi, Miyazaki, Akaho, and Okoe. These 5 have gotten the job done, and Coach Toru Onzuka will call on them again as their eye is on reaching that gold medal game.
Get the job done. They've had a difficult game against New Zealand and a difficult game against Korea, though. Just a 12-point win against New Zealand and a 5-point win against that phenomenal game that we saw against Korea. So they know this is going to be a difficult task. They're prepared for it. Coach Onzuka said as much before the game. They respect this Australian team, even though none of them are returning from Tokyo. They respect the way they play. They know they've got to play hard for 40 minutes to notch up another win here and get through to the final.
The Japanese squad has won the last 4 Asia Cup tournaments, 5 in total. The first under the tutelage of Toru Onzuka, who was a former assistant coach who took over earlier this month after Tom Hovass announced that he would be taking the men's national team head coaching gig. And yes, the young fans in the stands with their noisemakers. Everybody is in for a treat today as Japan and Australia will go toe-to-toe for a spot in that championship game. And watching on in the stands, we have to note India and their entire roster is here, as well as the China team who is scouting who they will go up against tomorrow.
They are. That is the India team, who unfortunately finished 8th in this competition. They will be demoted to Division B. But Coach Visic there, knowing how important it is for his team to look at some of the top teams in the region. This is what they aspire to be and who they want to play against.
Maudi and Ayakuso set to jump ball as the final seconds tick off the clock. It's worth noting that both teams had a rest day yesterday, but Japan has had the last 2 days off to rest and recover. Australia, meanwhile, play 4 games in 5 days. Australia takes the tip. And Sammy Whitcomb, player in the WNBA, the leader of Australia, leading this tournament in scoring and efficiency, right on cue.
You can see the intent, though, here of Japan. Miyazaki not leaving her for a second. She's still got open, though.
Miyazaki throws up. Early turnover for Japan. Posting up, going to work. Garvin with the up and under, it's good.
Nice footwork from Garvin inside. Just Shelley loving that on the bench.
And a rare cough up from Miyazaki moments ago. She's actually leading the tournament in assists.
Yep, she is. She has 9.3 a game.
A lay-in by Okoye should settle the group for Japan. Sharp to Garvin, drives left shoulder down, another move, and she will travel.
Well, the difference with this one, she didn't go onto 2 feet. She stopped right foot, left foot, and she picked that foot up again to step through. She'd have gone onto 2 feet, it only counts as 2 steps.
Okoye, this time on the left, the attack on the right, and it's an offensive foul.
Right place, right time. Look at the hustle here to get across and set those feet outside the charge circle for Sammy Whitcomb. Coach likes it. Drawing that one off Okoye.
Oh, tripped up. Defense by Japan, slowing Whitcomb. They're going the other way. Hayashi, cross court. In the corner is Maudi. Hayashi swings to the wing. Gets it to go down. First 3 of the game.
Whitcomb lost her for a second. You cannot lose Hayashi. She was forced the switch. Just left her too open.
Now a lot of pressure and weight has been on Whitcomb's shoulder, so it's nice to see Frawling here, Garvin and others get activated.
Yeah, 4 points for her, Darcy Garvin taking the load.
Maudi one-on-one wins the battle up against Whitcomb and won. Stephanie Maudi.
She's another one, Mauli, as we see her go up here and draw the foul. Just that inside arm on her hip from Whitcomb. She's played really well in the last couple of games, really brought her averages up for her team. Almost at 10 points a game now at 8.7. She has 2.3 steals as well. A lot of work defensively. She's 3rd in steals in the whole championship.
3-point play complete. Pressure comes instantly in Miyazaki.
Zone press here, a 1-2-2 zone press into a man-to-man now for Japan.
Off the curl, Sharp going to work, dishes out. Garvin, up and down, it won't drop, catches her own rebound. Whitcomb calls for it, behind the back of Miyazaki. Cut and curl, up and in, Ayakuso! No! It's an offensive.
Sets her feet really well. She gets her there before the catch, so Ayakuso has no other choice. She's already moving into her.
Miyazaki, Kanali. Pump fake, will dribble it back, create space, and it's short.
She says sorry to the coach for that one, which gives her a little pat on the back as she goes to the bench.
Early lineup change here for Japan. They told us that it's part of their tactics, in essence, to maintain high energy. So every rotation, every substitution is methodically planned out, so they are relentless. Nicholson got extra pass, lands in a turnover.
It's the second offensive rebound. Fans watching on there. Australian fans with the flag. We know how good of a rebounding team Australia are. They have 18 offensive rebounds per game. Something that Japan have got to be really careful of here. They have 2 already in the first 4 minutes.
Yamamoto in for point. That pass too early. Sammy Whitcomb getting smothered on defense. Yamamoto, floater down the middle. On the floor goes Wickham. The ball is Australia's.
It's the effort all over the court from Wickham. Lucky that Toto didn't draw a foul there. Every time you see Wickham catch in the front court, she's got her body on her. And in the back court too.
Garvin helps her get the ball up. Sharp to the rescue, nearly steps over. Wickham post, going one-on-one. Scherf, last one, touches it for Australia, it's good for 2.
Smart, Yamamoto, number 23, the smaller defender on Wickham. A good post up and kick out to Scherf.
Yamamoto. Toto takes baseline. Akaho on the cut, and we're taking too many steps. Turnover, Nakata. That definitely would have made our top 5 plays if that would have all come together.
It's a great offense up to that point.
Almost 5 minutes through, and the score is 8-all.
Again, more substitutions we're seeing from Japan. Gonna keep this energy high.
High, low, feed into Frawling, unsuccessful. No whistle. Yamamoto pushing forward. Hayashi gets it to her teammate Yamamoto, and Moto has the final touch. 3-ball for Japan. No look pass and a falter for Wickham. And then she delivers the foul.
It's going to be Wickham's second foul, I believe. She's in early foul trouble here, just reaches around.
And here comes the substitution.
Yeah, she will take a seat.
Nicholson back on. Wickham taking a breather.
Could really hurt them, Australia. They need her to play here in the first half.
Okoye likes the lane options and better block though. Scherf reading that. Christy Wallace straight down the lane. Slow to get up. Japan's already planning its attack. Yamamoto, pump fake, takes left, it's good. 5'4" point guard, takes it to the rack.
Pretty move, way to use her body there to protect the ball. And get great defensive possession as well. They've got to get it over Australia. 8-second backcourt violation. Yamamoto with the tough finish and then the great defensive stand. Coach Onzuka pleased with that.
And Yamamoto, one of those team players now for Japan that didn't make the Olympic roster, actually played on the 3x3 team during the Olympics. And now here, she's got a second chance to be with the top tier team. A foul going against Monica Okoye in the paint. Another look.
She's not sure what was in it.
That's her second.
Holly sort of ran into her outstretched arm there. That's her second as well. Foul trouble for both Japan with Okoye on 2 and Australia Wickham on 2.
We're wrong, gives it back to Scherf. Inside out game, shot looks good for Nicholson. Miyazaki back running point for Japan. Toto goes left, it's stripped. Frawling had a hand in it.
Great play by Frawling. You see she knocks it out of the hand of Toto onto the knee and out of bounds.
We're wrong again, Scherf Pass is denied. Maoli.
Too floaty, that pass. It needs to be two hands. Whip it in.
She will shoot it. Miyashita, who we've seen go off. She had 27 points against India. We're wrong. Finish on the other side. Count it. 3-point play opportunity for Abigail We're-Wrong.
Bench loves it here. So far, Australia winning the fast break points battle. See We're-Wrong go up strong, draw the foul, and get the finish as well. They have 4 fast break points to their name, and Japan 0, which is something that Coach Goris said that he wanted to focus on, was transition defense today. So far they've done that well and capitalized on their fast break too. They put on a zone press here.
Miyazaki takes it herself. And a dangerous shot from downtown. Miyazaki now pushing the lead to 5.
4 of 6 from 3, Japan from 3-point land.
Smothering defense, a win for Japan. And a foul against the Opals.
Good, strong trap there, and then Wallace just grabs the leg, trying to get the ball back. Is spotted by the sharp-eyed official. See again, Miyashita coming across the trap. Good wide stance, you can see there, closing the gap. Good job by Miyazaki to turn it into Miyashita. Hands up. No foul there. You're young and you're watching this. This is how you need to trap. Nice wide stance, feet close together of the 2 people in the trap. Hands up high from Miyashita there. The worst thing you can do when you've got a good trap like that is foul and do all your hard work. Wallace just grabbing onto the shorts there of Miyashita. See what the referees deem this to be. It is an unsportsmanlike foul because there was nobody back for Australia. Miyashita had a wide open lane to the basket on the fast break, and that's why Wallace is called for the unsportsmanlike. So it will be 2 shots and possession.
Himawari. Excuse me. Kiho Miyashita on the free throw line. She was indeed a part of the Olympic roster for Japan. Number 4 power rankings from our own Vaughn Wilson. And she's leading the tournament in steals. 2.7 a game.
Koei, Coach Onzuka enjoying that point there by Miyashita. Not played as well in the last few games, so they'll be pleased to see her playing with confidence here already.
Miyazaki. Nemoto's 3 in! Pointing to the sky, Nemoto.
Can shoot it from anywhere on the court. 4 of 7 from 3.
They're giving Wallace the left lane. She'll take it. It's a miss. Maoli cleans up the board. Miyazaki, through the hands of Akaho.
A rare miscue from Akaho. It's not what we're used to seeing from her. I just really like the temperament of this team. They want to run. If they make mistakes, they're smiling about it. Miyazaki knew that was another assist she could have had, but they're enjoying the way they play.
We're wrong. Picks up her dribble. Covering is Akaho. Wallace tries baseline. Nicholson, pull up J, off back rim. Japan comes up with it. Maoli, in and out. And we're gonna have a foul against Japan. Nagata.
She does hit the arm of Warung there, as Warung went to spin. Back on come Whitcomb. Garbin. Coach Goris is happy to gamble with Whitcomb on 2.
Froling, strong, gets her own rebound. And there is the whistle.
Great fight by Froling. It's their own rebound there. Amid 2 players.
So because we're in the bonus now, the 5th team foul against Japan, Froling will get 2 free throws. One for 2, her first points of the game.
We show full court press now. Here, Australia.
A minute to play in the first quarter of this semifinals game. Akaho picks up. The swing comes through. Nagata plays with it a little. Pull up is off. You guessed it, Whitcomb with the rebound. Turnaround jumper, a miss, and it's going Japan's way. Whitcomb has had to put in a lot of minutes, a lot of time over these last 4 days.
She does, and she has, but every single time she's on the court, every possession she's wanting to affect it positively, whether that's offensively or defensively. Just coming up a little short there.
Nagata being guarded by Warung. Shot clock at 7. Stepping out, Nemoto forced to take the shot on 1 foot. And we're moving down court with Nicholson, 4 seconds to play. Nicholson to the rack, tries to lay it on the right. No, nothing. At the end of the first quarter, Japan leads by 8. It's 20-12.
Both teams sticking to what they wanted to stick to. Australia holding Japan to 0 fast break points. Getting back in defensive transition, doing a good job. 0 offensive rebounds as well, so a good stand in the half court for Australia and in the full court defensively. We look at some of the percentages here. They'll be wanting to contest threes a little better though. It's 50% from 3 for Japan. Something Coach Goris was aware of before they started the game. They are 4 of 8. One of the things he said he wanted to do in the half court was make sure that they contested 3-point shots. 4 in 1 quarter, not too bad, but 4 of 8 at 50%. Just want to get a little bit closer to these shooters here, especially that lady there, Hayashi. Japan here in the lane as well. The nice finish. And Australia playing a running game of their own. They've got 5 fast break points already, but it is the shooting of Japan. Moto here with the sidestep and 3 that is making it difficult here for Nicholson and the Opals.
4 points from Garbin, only 2 from Whitcomb. Japan starts with possession. You're watching the semifinals round of the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. The winner will go on to face China tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the gold medal match here. A miss by Akaho. Garvin pulls it down. Ayokuso. Nicholson works off the block.
Pretty move on the smaller player guarding her. The fans enjoy that one. To a zone, a 2-3 zone here. Australia. Wickham working hard on the glass.
Nicholson down to Ayokuso. No. Wickham there to recover. Another shot for Australia. Now with the hook, it's good. Zatina Ayokuso.
Worked hard for that one. Wickham trusting her inside, giving it her back after the reverse miss.
And we're back to a 4-point game. Back door cut has to be fed back out. Hayashi, the 3-point, misses. A lucky miss and ball going the other way.
I was going to say, she doesn't often miss many of those. And the tie-up with Nicholson, and the possession arrow is with Australia.
Kuso back to Wickham. Pass can't be reeled in.
Coach Gora is just saying, just because that's the play, let's not just run the play, let's read what the defense do. Can get that reversal through the high post instead of kicking it herself, Ayokuso.
Kaho sending through Miyazaki. She'll get it back on the wing from 3. It's a beauty. Akaho from deep.
First points from Akaho. One of the outstanding players on this Japanese team.
Ayokuso back to where wrong. Calling the screen. Garvin tries to do some work. She does the cut. It lays in beautifully on the left. Darcy Garvin, the go-to early for Australia.
Team basketball.
Now you gotta come out and guard her. Miyazaki's shot is short. Nicholson pulls up on the free throw line, in and out. Garvin keeps it alive. Second chance. Wickham, no look pass, Ayokuso!
Pretty pass by Sammy Wickham. Jade Melbourne is absolutely loving it. The 19-year-old enjoying being here, watching the vet that is Sammy Wickham. Her 4th assist so far. Japan need to talk it over. Strong start from Australia here. 6-3 run in the first few minutes of the quarter.
Okay, やり直す。Okay. で、まずね、ディフェンス簡単にボール動き出したでしょ。繋がせるし。だよね。そしたらもう相手のリズムになるから。我々プレッシャーかけたいから。ボール止めてドリブルさせたいから。そこ休んでたら勝機ないよ。もう一回思い出してやる。Okay? それ一つ。
Take a look here, Ayokuso working hard for that one. Done a good job, Ayokuso and Garvin together here in the paint. There's the no-look pass. Absolute beauty by Wickham. It's 4 points for Ayokuso. Soak it in, youngster, because this is what you'll be doing too in years to come.
3-point ball game. It took them a little while to add that last 2 points by Ayakuso. Hayashi, yes. This is what Hayashi does.
Yes, it is. You cannot leave her open. It's 2 of 3, Hayashi.
Wickham's pass, deflected. She goes after it, no whistle, but Australia regains possession. We're wrong.
Saying that she stepped out of bounds on the sideline. Pass by Garbin here. We don't have the angle, unfortunately.
And we'll reset. Yamamoto. Again, corner, Hayashi.
Rebound from Ayakuso. She's giving some good minutes right now. 4 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound now.
Where wrong. Sharp drives in, turns back out to where wrong, has to throw it up before the shot clock, and not the look that Australia wanted.
As well to get it up there where wrong. John Zuka's happy with that defensive performance. He always has a smile for his players when they come off the bench. As long as they've worked hard for him, doesn't matter the outcome. And Jade Melbourne into the game now for the first time.
Rebound to start her semifinals appearance. Quick step, coast to coast. Yes! Melbourne with the strong take and 2.
She doesn't care. Does she know she's playing again? She's not bothered. 19-year-old star.
Rebound secured, Ayakuso. And this Australian team has the higher rankings coming into this tournament. Wow, Sammy Wickham, that 3 brings it within 1.
Bucket from the most experienced, followed by the bucket from the youngster. It's exciting watching this team.
And we'll see Yamamoto give it a go.
Gone cold, Japan. 6 points here in this second quarter.
A chance to take the lead here, Australia has with this possession. Tied up with Garbin. Her and Mauli.
Good hands by Mauli there. Just shows the ball a little bit, Garbin. Referee can't see the right hand on the hit from the position that he's standing. So good defense, Mauli. If you can get away with it without the referee watching, then it's all good.
Wickham to Scherf, a miss. She gets her own rebound, goes up strong. Mauli will ding her. She'll head to the free throw line.
Need to stick with it, Lauren Scherf. It just slips out of her hands the first time. Draws the foul from Mauli. Her first foul of the game.
And this Australian team comes in with the higher world rankings, currently ranked 3rd by FIBA. Japan 8. But that's because they were going off the Olympic performances, and no one on this Australian roster is or was a part of that Olympic team.
They've got 9 debutants for the Opals as well. So the senior Australian team called the Opals, 9 new players that have never played on this team before. Going up against Japan, the silver medalist in Tokyo.
Swooping in, big rebound at Kaho. Yamamoto has 3 seconds. Slips right out of the hands of Akaho. Hard-earned turnover by Australia. Scoreboard reads 26 all.
That's the 8th turnover of the game from Japan. Something we did say at the top was they could be a little bit sloppy at times. Rarely, but they have been here today.
Whitcomb to Scherf. Off. Froling fights for it. Stays in bounds. Again, Froling lays it in on the right. That is the lead for Australia.
Just off of such hard work. I love watching Australian teams play. The way they go after the offensive rebounds like no other nation. 6 they have so far. 7, sorry, make that.
Spot up 3, Okoye. Needed that one to go down, but you're right, they've been cold, and it's taken away. Akaho strips it out of the hands of Sharp. Then denied. Froling swings through and says, get out of here.
He's not gonna let that one go up. Intercepts the pass well, Froling. Goris saying, rip the ball low, not the ball high.
Miyazaki to inbound. She gets it right back. Hayashi on the wing. Dribble. Back out. Miyazaki's feed is taken away. Melbourne. Smart positioning by the youngster. Scherf on the cut to Froling. High-low, turn, shoot, kiss off the glass, rolls out. Cross court, open. You don't want her open. And you can exhale for the moment as Hayashi did not capitalize.
It's off the hands of Froling there. Kaho asking for it. They get an extra possession on the baseline.
Okoye trying to screen here. A little pick and roll. Miyazaki, first shot is off.
Doesn't hit the rim, so we reset. 24 seconds, there'll be a timeout here. Great spell of play from Australia.
In 7.5 minutes, Australia has
great positioning on and
cut
off
the
the ball.
lead and
Just
taken
keep
it
it
over.
in front. They sprayed out of bounds, okay? Just being disciplined. Know that when 27's in the corner, and that's what I'm saying, is if they drive down here and we're on the hip, we don't need to over-rotate because that's contested, okay? If there's light and day here, then you've got to come and be hard, but we'll give that up, okay? On this next possession, Sammy, Jade, Loz, Keely, Sharpie. Sammy's dribbling down. Jade, go get Loz. Into this ball screen. Keely, come up. Jade's flaring. Sammy, you got that on the rim. So it's to one side. So
Australia has outscored Japan in these first 6.5 minutes, 16-6. Jade Melbourne, their biggest fan.
I am her biggest fan. I just love the fearlessness and the enjoyment that she plays with. Here she is, just enjoying being out here. She's one of those players that she can make mistakes. It doesn't bother her. She's just going to go up a hard finish here. Goris, who coaches her at Canberra Capitals as well, so he spends a lot of time with her. Proud of her for that one.
Here comes the double up, and Australia gets it over safely. Whitcomb trying to work off the screen, high-low, Scherf, last one to touch it, and one!
Whitcomb orchestrating again off the screen. Scherf does really well to catch. She's blind there. She doesn't know what's behind her. Akaho too close to her when she lands, and she takes the contact well and finishes.
She hits it. It's a 5-point lead for Australia. This is the semifinals game in the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. Winner will meet China in the gold medal game tomorrow afternoon. Hayashi to the free throw line. A miss. Scherf tackles and gets that rebound in. Jade Melbourne running. Coast to coast lay-in, no! A pretty take on the left, and Hayashi has other plans. Hayashi will, in fact, lay it in on Wickham.
Settles Japan down there.
Scherf comes up. Backdoor cut, Wickham goes left. A miss, Rawlings has to go up strong. And she'll get a couple free throws. I don't think Wickham thought she'd be that wide open.
No. Yeah, she was really wide open, but just another look back at Froling here. Just the effort that this team play with. Froling has 3 offensive rebounds herself. Darcy Garbin has 2, Nicholson 1, and Scherf and Wickham 1 each. That's 8 as a team in this first half so far. Froling, so 4th point of the contest.
Lead back at 5. Australia not the favorites in this contest.
This is actually their largest lead of the game. Youngster a little overzealous, but that's the smile that you're used to seeing from Jade Melbourne. Coach Goris calls her the smiling assassin. She's always enjoying herself. Loves the game of basketball, clearly.
A minute to play here in the first half. Namoto, pump fake, takes it in herself.
Great help by Jade Melbourne there, comes across.
Getting knocked around, Scherf securely at midcourt to Froling. Last touch by Australia. So a turnover here.
Surprisingly, actually, that takes the turnovers equal at 10 each. There'll be a timeout by Japan on the floor, still trying to gain control of this game, or this second quarter at least, Japan. Take a look back. Here's a great pass, but even better control. Way to take the contact, Lauren Scherf. Nice little look off there. Finish down the lane. Hayashi.
42.2 seconds to go in the first half. Japan with the ball. Yamamoto, the point guard right now.
Between timeouts, that was another 7-2 run from Australia.
Yamamoto creates space, shakes Wickham, drills the 3-ball. Wickham running off. She gets on of her own. Eye for an eye, Wickham.
Right back at you. She wasn't going to take that one lightly.
Yamamoto, this is the matchup. Turnaround shot is off. And that's how the quarter ends. It is Australia holding on to their 5-point lead. 36-31 over the favorites and 4-time champions here at the Asia Cup. Silver medalist Japan. What a turn of events for Australia here in the second 10 minutes.
They won that quarter 24-11. Have a look, some of the shooting percentages. Japan just went a little cold there, and as we expected, Australia winning the rebounding battle by 12. It's Whitcomb again out in front. Garbin and Scherf have been great with 6 as well. Yamamoto with 8. Hayashi there with 8 as well. I mean, the second quarter for Australia was fantastic. Coach Onzuka of Japan kept trying to take those timeouts and cut the momentum. Australia have kept this lady quiet, Okoye. Okoye here, only 2 points in the first half. She averages 14. It's a great job inside by Ayakuso, and also Froling, and Garbin, especially in this second quarter. Running on the fast break as well. They lead that battle, actually. 7 fast break points for Australia, 2 only for Japan. Something that Paul Goris will be really pleased with. Defensive transition for Australia. They've also earned themselves 10 second chance points. 8 offensive rebounds. Need to see a little more of this woman here, Akaho. If Japan are going to get themselves ahead in this competition, it is only 5 points. It's going to be a competition right to the end. It's what Coach Onzuka said. It's going to be a 40-minute game. We're going to need more of that as well from Hayashi. And we know that that can come. Hayashi can score in bunches. Not shooting as well as she can do today. She's hit 2 already. They'll be looking for more from her. But it's really a story of the second quarter for Australia. They started with an 8-3 run. There was a timeout by Japan. It was finished again by the 4-0 run, another timeout. Another 7-2 run from Australia, ending the quarter 24-11 in front, so they take that 5-point lead into the locker room.
A dazzling second quarter by Australia. Stick around, though. We're going to show you the top 5 plays from yesterday, competition day number 4, just to catch you up to speed. Boulding runs the route and gets the reward. 2 points for Boulding.
It's the 3rd or 4th time they've scored off a backdoor cut.
Agni, Ledger Walker thinks about it. She's got Whitcomb on her left. Stays up strong. Yes, gets it to drop. The effort paid off for the youngster.
She is tough, everybody.
Kim goes baseline. Around the horn, Korea goes. Shot goes up by Haejin Park. She's on fire!
That is not who you want to be left open at the end of the shot clock.
Castro gets the feed on the other side. And they want to reward her. She is doing a good job. A block from behind for Hardo. The mighty 5'5" point guard for the Philippines. Outside of that block. Skirting through. Jin trying to feed it inside. And the shot gets flung up and it goes! Lee Sergang! Wow! From midcourt for 3!
We have walked this land for a long time. We know how far we've gone, and we're sure of how far we can go. Unity is not just a word here. It's not just a spirit in this sport. It's the way we all move. We are proud of our art, country, family, language, and culture. We are united by basketball.
Welcome to FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022.
That's what it's all about, getting to the FIBA Women's Asia Cup. These two teams have already secured their bid to a qualifying tournament. Now it's about reaching the gold medal game in Australia. They are riding the wave that is of their captain, Sammy Whitcomb.
Yeah, she's had a quiet half for her, to be fair. A little bit of foul trouble. But Coach Goris got her back out there. He trusts her to play with fouls, so he should. Sweet little behind the back move there and up for the 3. She's got 8 points. She's 2 of 2 from 3, 3 of 6 in total. Very efficient, only 6 shots taken, but also to go with that, 4 rebounds, 5 assists as well for Sammy Whitcomb. She averages 7.3 assists, so she's about to obliterate that if she continues the way she's going. But she's so important to this team. She needs to stay out on the court, not just for scoring potential, but like we said at the half, Josh Shelley loving that one. She facilitates everyone and makes everybody better around her.
Not to mention the defense she draws from Japan. The top scorer for the team that was leading for 12.5 minutes is Hayashi.
Hayashi with 8 points. 3-point specialist here. That was her second. She's 2 of 5 right now. We've seen a little bit extra though from Hayashi. She's taken it inside too today.
This game is anything but settled. 5 lead changes here up until the half, and it's Australia that leads by 5. Stick around, the next 20 minutes of action is on the way. Welcome back to Amman, Jordan, the backdrop and host of the FIBA Women's Asia Cup 2021. We are at the midway point of this semifinal matchup between Australia and Japan. The favorites, and Hayashi and her team trail by 5 here with 20 more minutes to go. Winner will advance on to the gold medal game tomorrow afternoon against China. Whew. That second quarter was a frenzy as Australia really flipped the script and outscored Japan 24-11. Run after run. And what impressed me most, Siobhan, is that we knew their go-to would be Whitcomb, but others are being activated, and it's been no more paramount and needed than in this contest.
And it will be for the rest of the game. It's really good, again, to see young players like Melbourne getting minutes here, because it's important for them moving forward. But really great job from Scherf. She's got 6, 5 rebounds for them as well. Garbin also has 6, 3 rebounds. Sammy Whitcomb's getting help on the scoring front.
These children are having the time of their lives watching this type of women's basketball play out in front of them.
They have, and it's not just the Australian youngsters that come to watch these games. There you can see the Japanese fans as well, but we've actually seen a lot of local young women and young girls watching these games as well. FIBA's done a really good job with their global campaign, Her World, Her Rules. They've run it alongside the tournament here, so they've been doing activations across the city in Amman to get young girls interested in basketball, to try basketball, to watch it. And then they've been given tickets to come here and see the best teams, the best female teams in their region. Enjoying a little sweet treat there.
The sugar rush is bound to last longer than this game.
But yeah, really good job to engage girls across the city from FIBA Asia. Her World, Her Rules campaign. Really nice to see so many people in the stands. Many young girls in the stands as well.
Japan in unfamiliar territory, trailing by 5 here at the break. They, of course, are the 4-time champions, 5 total gold medals here at the Asia Cup. The favorites to go back-to-back, well, actually, Paul Nilsson and some of our writers for the rankings have China as the favorites for this tournament, including Siobhan Pryor.
Yeah, they are my pick. Going with China. I'm going with Japan, and then I was going with Australia, but let's switch it up here. Australia got me believing. Japan got me doubting. See what happens here in this third quarter.
And Japan will start with the ball. It's Hayashi to inbound. Her partner, Miyazaki, waiting patiently as we'll wait for that final clock to buzz.
There it is.
Miyazaki gets it down to Akaho on the cut. Maui tries to pull it back. She will stay with it, turn, spin, shoot. It's good.
Pretty move. Fake one way, come back the other. Gorgeous by Maoli.
Whitcomb being guarded by Miyazaki. We're wrong. He's gotten some pretty hefty minutes here so far in the first half for Australia. All points to the baseline here, and the shot clock will expire. One too many passes for Australia.
Better on-ball pressure from Japan that time. just forced Australia to have to think a little bit. They weren't able to make the pass as soon as they saw it. Saw Garbin being pushed away from her first pass. Werung too. Good defensive stand in the half court from Japan.
Miyazaki leading the whole tournament in assists. As Akaho and company here really try to find the look they want. Driving in as Okoye, a miss. Australia ball.
Okoye still only with 2 points. Struggling today. Normally 14.7 points per game. She's 4th in the tournament, so Japan need her to get going here.
Garbin, offensive foul. And Mauli's rolling on the ground.
She went down hard. Yeah, she got knocked on the nose there by the elbow. Garbin. Still down on the floor here. Being seen to by teammate Okoye. And it is time, I think, for the trainers to come on and make sure she's okay. Australia looking on, hoping she's okay as well.
So Nakata will come in her place as the fans give a clap for the training team to treat Stephanie Mauli. And so we have Japan ball. Akaho takes it in herself. Doesn't need anybody to get it to her.
5 points for her. Another promising sign for Japan.
A push from behind. Miyazaki going to pick up her second foul.
A little better of a pass from Ayakuso, and Sammy Whitcomb could have had a post one-on-one there.
Darcy Garvin to Ayakuso. High-low. Oh, a miss. Couldn't square up. It was Garvin. Coming at you down the lane. Lucky miss from Miyazaki. Whitcomb. That pass was off. And a turnover. 1 point game. And a block going against the Opals.
She just gets her on the hip there, where doesn't react quick enough to step across. Talked about this as well. More and more we're seeing that teaching of one-to-one defense. Just that straight vertical step across instead of the diagonal and then across after. And get you into foul trouble sometimes though.
On the wing and doing what she does best. Hayashi, quick release, not traditional, but she's got pure scoring ability.
She does. There was a 3-2 zone there for Australia as well, so Shooter's taken advantage.
Whitcomb turn and shoot. It's short. Starting to think something is off with Sammy Whitcomb here in the second half. Taking baseline, it was all too easy for Okoye. Monica Okoye giving Japan the lead.
Australia yet to score here. 9-0 run.
Tack on an offensive foul against Whitcomb. And a strange turn of events.
Let's take a look here. Took a push off with the arm there, and that'll be Sammy Whitcomb's third foul. Well, as much as it was Australia's second quarter, it's been Japan's third quarter here.
9-0 run for Japan. Turn and shoot, make it 12. Akaho. Baseline shot up and good. They needed that. Abigail Ware wrong.
Did need that. Their first point for 4 minutes.
Run right into the hands of Nicholson. She'll wait for the rest of her team to catch up. Garvin.
Great recognition of the mismatch by Garvin and Nicholson there. Nicholson has the smaller Yamamoto on it. She calls for Garvin to dribble it into a good angle, a good passing angle into the post, and Yamamoto forced to foul.
Ayakuso needed some help exiting the court. Garvin helped her, and so we have a fresh set of bigs for Australia. Scherf slipping by the fake off the left shoulder. She takes the baseline.
Great move by Scherf, nice fake.
Yamamoto, Akaho won't go down. It's her teammate Mowley that keeps it going. Yamamoto, pump fake, she's the shorter, faster one, and she gets an and one opportunity. Yamamoto, the 26-year-old 3x3 team player for the Olympics, showed off her one-on-one skills.
Teammates love it too. She's smiling getting up off the floor. Her teammates are smiling picking her up off the floor. They play the game with such joy, Japan. Ties the game. 10 points for her. Make that 11 points for Yamamoto.
The scoreboard in here correcting itself, so Japan leads by 5, 46-41. Christy Wallace off the toes of Wickham.
Again, what we've seen here from Japan is what we're used to seeing. When they're struggling, they pick up the pressure in the passing lanes, they pick up the pressure on the ball. It always rattles the other team. Australia were too comfortable in the second quarter. They've got to handle the pressure here in the third.
Akaho takes the lane. No, it's a miss. Scherf with the big board. Wickham serving. Falling turn, spin, up with the right, and one! She gets Mowley to foul her, and she'll be able to put one more on the board.
Nice crossover and a great spin, and protects the ball with the inside hand, Froling.
Second personal foul against Stephanie Mowley.
7 points for Froling in just 11 minutes of play. 3 rebounds as well. Make that 8 points for her.
Lead cut down to 2.
Fans loving it. Flags being flown.
Yamamoto working off the screen from Nakata. Hayashi finds an open teammate, and it's a foul.
They're the kind of things that Japan always take advantage of. There was just a small slip there. Nicholson, I think it was, goes to the floor, and they couldn't recover quick enough, Australia. They had to get the extra player out to the shooter. That left Nakada inside alone.
Nakada hits both.
Nakada.
Wallace comes back for it. Wallace being guarded by Toto. She picks up her dribble, falling, comes for it. Waiting, Wickham in the corner, yes! Right on time, Sammy Wickham.
I'm wondering where she'd been. There she is. 11 points for her.
Mowley onto the baseline. And it's a turnover. Coughing it up is Nakada.
Turnovers now for Japan.
Scherf posting up. Cross court to the corner. We're going baseline take by Nicholson, and that one goes in.
Great recognition of the one-on-one baseline opportunity by Nicholson on that skip. Zone again for Australia.
Backdoor intercepted. Wickham, another steal. Scherf, go to work. A miss. Australia out in front by 1. Yamamoto. To Hayashi. Beware, number 27 back on the floor for Japan. And a foul on the drive.
On Nicholson, I think Scherf was beaten a little bit, but had good position to get the block over the top. Nicholson probably could have left her hands out there. She's asking, did I get the hand as well as the ball? Yes, you did, according to that man there.
Yamamoto hits her first.
What a game she's having. 13 points now.
26-year-old point guard.
First game of the tournament for her, coming at the right time.
Yamamoto guarding Wickham, tough, wow. Great defense, Valley comes in for the steal. It's a jump ball. It'll stay with the Opals.
How do you stop Sammy Wickham? Send your whole team to defend her. That's how you stop her. She wanted a foul there. She felt like she was getting hacked. But it's clean, says the referee. Possession arrow with the Opals.
And Wickham, as you all know, is a 2-time champion in the WNBA. 5th year, she is a veteran. Played at Washington University now. New York Liberty got here 24 hours before competition and has been the hero for Australia.
Yes, she also has a World Cup silver medal in 2018 with the Opals, so wanting to get back to that World Cup silver medal, maybe gold medal for them.
Blocked by Scherf. The Opals are feisty.
Japan are as well, especially on ball defense.
Crawling, open look from the wing. A miss. Scherf there, no. Wow, Mowley wanted it more.
What a jump ball. Scherf almost ties it up. Then Wallace. It's that block by Okoye. She struggled inside against the presence of Australia in the paint today.
Miyazaki. Kaho now, top of the key, left alone. Why not take it? Wickham lets Scherf pull down that rebound. Everybody crashing the boards for Australia. Turn and going to work. Sharp is denied. Akaho had her number the whole time.
We are on double-double watch here a little bit. Scherf has 8 points, 9 rebounds. Wickham 11 points, 8 assists. Stuffing up the stat sheet.
Track down Frawling. 2 seconds to shoot. She's pickpocketed. Maoli streaking at Kaho. Better shot, Hayashi on the wing. A miss, and Scherf recovers. 90 seconds to play in the third. Deep ball three, short, Scherf, 8 for the putback! Wow!
Came out of nowhere, Lauren Scherf. I don't even know where she was before that. Swooping in for that offensive rebound. And that gives her a double-double, 10 points, 11 rebounds for Scherf. Unbelievable effort on the boards.
4-point lead for Australia. Japan's got to call a timeout.
Since the last break of play, we were saying that it was all Japan's quarter. They'd gone on a 12-0 run. Well, correct that. It could be Australia's quarter again. Counteracting with a 17-6 run. Taking the lead again by 4. What a game we've got on our hands here. 6 lead changes, not much between them at all. Japan leading for 16 minutes of the game. Australia 10 minutes. Give me some more.
Akaho straight on the attack. Beautiful with the right.
Pretty move. Akaho, 10 points for her.
Whitcomb trying to work off the block on the curl, gets it on the wing. It's a miss through the hands of Sharp. Miyazaki to Maoli. Frawling delivers the foul.
Just a miss there, long rebound for Japan, and that's the danger that you can face with them. Their offensive transition, so good. Opal's doing a good job in defensive transition though. Just 2 points for Japan. Comes our favourite young Opal, Jade Melbourne.
Who just signed a pro deal this week, right?
Absolutely did. Yeah, she was actually set to go stateside, Jade Melbourne. She committed to Arizona State, Pac-12. Was convinced by Coach Goris to stay in Canberra, at Canberra Capitals. He said she's been doing well in the WNBL. She actually ended up starting. It's the best league in Australia, women's league. She had a couple of massive games, 20 points, 16 points in another. Can get what she needs playing against women in Australia. Signed that first pro contract, kid.
She's got the rock right now. The game is tied, 53 all. Melbourne going straight to the rack. Sees parted, Scherf's there for the putback. She is the garbage woman tonight, cleaning up everything off that glass.
12 rebounds, 12 points, Lauren Maria Scherf.
About 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Whitcomb with the pick. Feed up to Frawling. Frawling waits for her girl to jump. It's a battle under the paint. Akohe will get things to her teammate, but not before the shot clock expires. The game clock expires. That's the end of the third quarter. Australia up by 2, 55-53.
What a treat we've got here. We saw an absolute thriller with Japan and Korea, just a 5-point game. Now we're seeing another thriller with Japan and Australia at this time. Take a look back at some of these plays of the third quarter. Hayashi with the hot hand, and Akaho as well. Stepping up, they needed her to, Japan. She put them on her back a little bit this quarter. But it's been the play of that woman there, Yamamoto. Fantastic game for her so far. 12 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Leading the way for her team, the 3-on-3 superstar Yamamoto. And the other superstar at the other end, Laura Marie Scherf, doing everything for her team today. Her, Whitcomb and Froling leading the way. Whitcomb with 11, 8 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Lauren Scherf, 12 rebounds, 12 points, 1 block, 20 efficiency. And Keely Jane Froling, 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 7 efficiency for her. But they just spread it out, Australia. That's what they do well. Different players step up for them at different times, and it doesn't matter who does that. With the consistency of Captain Whitcomb.
Final 10 minutes to go. You're watching the FIBA Women's Asia Cup semifinals. Australia up by 2 against the 4-time defending champions, Japan. Staying with it there is Nicholson. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Falling. Scherf. Scherf gets it back. She's hacked on the way down. And Yamamoto, first one to go pick her up and give her a hand off the ground.
That's what you like to see. Such a tough game. She worked hard to try and get that one. On the way down, Scherf tries to throw it up. She wants the foul shots. I don't know if she's going to get them. Sideline ball.
The shot clock, though, will reset. So fresh 14 for Australia. Nicholson to inbound. Whitcomb coming for it. She is guarded by Yamamoto. The speedster, high-low, inside-out game. Melbourne gets the final take on the corner. It's a miss. Yamamoto drives, turns, looking for help. Slipping up is Okohe. And we're moving with Australia. Melbourne. Nicholson. Wing shot. Yes! 3 for Australia.
The play of Jade Melbourne. Can we give her a starting spot, please? Because I just enjoy watching her play. Creating again for teammate.
Now she's got the defensive assignment against Yamamoto. Akaho, cross court to Okoe. That one is short. Melbourne on the ground. And Whitcomb slowing the pace.
Okoe just cold from 3, 0 of 4 today.
Scherf, Melbourne. Nicholson. Turning, looking for help. On the cuts, Froling. It's taken from behind. Japan with the feed up. Nakata, 1 extra pass results in a turnover. Whitcomb, head down, spinning up with the left. Wow! And she comes up holding her right leg slightly.
So how did that go in? Falling on the floor after a spin, gets it up and to go. Anything she can't do?
On the left, with the right, hits the deck. Whitcomb staying on. Yep, she will stay on, but you saw her come up a little slow. Her right leg a little bit bothered. Japan down by 7. Akaho to Hayashi, 3-point baller there. It's in! Hayashi!
Don't sleep on her. She will not miss. 4 of 8, 50%.
And then she's got the defensive assignment against Melbourne. Mowley with the trap. They're coming for her. And it's a jump ball, Japan's ball.
Great trap here in the corner. Worst place you can pick up your dribble there. Tied up, ball to Japan.
Yamamoto. She'll get it on top of the key, rolls out, Whitcomb. Calls the play. Froling stuck, she's got to get rid of it. Whitcomb, 7 seconds. Off the screen, pick and roll. Ayakuso, that is red. Japan will travel. Nobody to run alongside Akaho.
Surprising that from Akaho. She could have kept her dribble there. Not used to seeing her make those kind of mistakes.
We're wrong. They'll feed back to Ayakuso. And 2 times that attempt is disrupted.
Yeah, it's 2 bad plays from Akaho there. She didn't snatch that pass in from Sammy Whitcomb, the possession before. She dribbles it off her leg there as well, but she does get a little pat on the back by Captain Whitcomb. We need you, she's saying.
Miyazaki, baseline cut, feed, perfection. No, doesn't go in by Okoye. Another miss, she's just off today.
She is, and a pretty pass from Akaho.
Where Wrong safely gets it across. Nicholson using the screen from Ayakuso. She'll jump it from the free throw line. We haven't had a score in a minute or so. Miyazaki, corner, keeping it to Okoye. She's got to get hot. Can't find anything. Hayashi keeps this thing going for Japan on this possession. Under 6 minutes to play. Mowley, open, misses. Nora Nicholson pushing the tempo. Whitcomb, pull back 3, crosses over Mowley. Miyazaki with the pass and whistle on the floor.
That's on Sammy Whitcomb, that'll be her 4th. Just the elbow there too high on Okoye. Okoye takes a seat as well. She's really struggled today, Monica Okoye. Just 4 points, she's scoreless from 3. Rebounds, 2 assists, and she's been trying to do it in other places but struggling to score for Japan.
Yamamoto, back running point for Japan. She'll square up on top of the key. It's short, right into the hands of Garvin. Keep it high. Abigail Ware wrong. Brings the ball up. Ayakuso. Cross-court pass. Opals keep it going. Got to get a shot up, and we have a whistle. Jump ball, it stays.
I mean, amazing offense, honestly, here by the Opals. Getting it from side to side, but even better defense. Every catch was met with a defender. All Japanese players to their players when the ball was caught in their hands. Leave any room for Australia, despite the great ball movement.
4.6 on the shot clock. Ayakuso, one dribble, turn, shoot, hook with the left, yes! Wow, they needed that.
She needed that as well, great move, Ayakuso.
Yamamoto with the handles. Maoli goes straight up, takes it herself to the rack, racks up her own rebound. Putback is good. Stephanie Maoli.
Way to stay with it. 9 points for her. 6 rebounds as well.
Yamamoto stole that right out of the hands of Ayakuso.
You just can't be complacent with the ball in the middle of the floor there. Yamamoto straight on it. Japan's such a good individual defensive outfit. You have to be strong on the ball every time you get it. Another good stop for Japan here.
4-point deficit. Hayashi makes it 1.
1-point game. How quickly Miyazaki gets through the lane is unbelievable. And then to make the decision and find the open players at such speed.
Turnaround jumper is off. Garvin, we're running with Maoli. Maoli, stop, jump. Draws the contact.
There she is again. She gets the ball, Miyazaki. She's behind the foul line at her end. Heads up straight away and sees the running Maoli. Who draws the foul at the rim on the fast break. Which Goris has seen enough. He knows that he can't allow Japan to get a rhythm on a fast break.
Like same thing, you can't go one way the other way because they pack in behind. So we haven't got a direct line move, short pass, get to the next action and like keep going. Whenever we go screen now, if it's up one up and it's a side, slip, fill, come in around it. So we've got to start screening, slipping it. If they switch it, we get that. Then short pass around. If we end up with the loaded side, and we haven't got to this yet, we go one up. It's okay to come off this. Big's out here.
Take a look back here. Melbourne with a nice pass to Nicholson and 3. One of the graphics you did see there, 6 rebounds each in this last quarter. So that's a good job from Japan. That's something they really needed to focus on. Nice move there by Ayakuso. But the play of Maoli this quarter has been key for Japan. And of course, the ever-consistent Hayashi knocking it down from the wing. She's 5 of 9 from three-point land today. 17 points for her.
And on the free throw line to shoot 2 is Stephanie Maoli. Catalyst on defense and on offense. Number 2 in the tournament for steals. 6-foot power forward, just 22 years old. That free throw right there gives Japan the lead. They trailed by as many as 5.
They win this quarter 10-7 right now.
Nicholson struggling, has 2 on her, and Hayashi throws her hands up in the air.
As much as we've seen some good traps here, that is not what you want to do in a trap, Maoli. Don't put your hands in. You've got Nicholson stuck on the sideline there. Just keep him out. Keep her under pressure.
So back on the floor is Melbourne and Whitcomb for Australia. 3:25 to play. Sherp as well, pickpocketed. Miyazaki finally gets one off Whitcomb. Miyazaki off the glass, 2 more for Japan.
Great take, Miyazaki. Normally dishing it out, 8 assists for her, but 5 points now.
Melbourne off the screen from Garvin. Sherp hitting the cutter. It's blocked. What an effort from Akaho.
What an effort from Akaho. Wow.
And Japan goes into this timeout up by 3. Australia has to regroup. What has to happen here?
I don't know. I think the keys for Japan have been rebounding, especially if we look at the points by quarter. They've taken this one, was 10-7 out of the timeout, now it's 12-7. Let's take a little listen in at Coach Gare.
Go out, Loz pop, okay? Come around, Sammy's going down, Darcy's through, reverse it. You're going to get Sammy. If not, we got Loz in the post. So we got 3 and we need post touches. So right now, as much as scoreline, we got to get 3s, we got to get paint touches inside. So Loz, keep working in the post. We got to gain rebound and get back.
Felt like I was in that huddle with him.
Yeah.
Message loud and clear,
Message
Siobhan.
loud and clear. Gang rebound and get the ball in the paint. Triple-double watch here from Whitcomb, 13 points, 6 rebound, 8 assists. Made it tough on her today, but she's still producing.
Whitcomb turn, skip pass to the corner, Melbourne goes left, can't get it off in time. Lost possession.
Great defensive stance from Japan. The fans pleased with that one, so with the bench. They know how important that is for the momentum here with 2 minutes 30 to go in the fourth.
Miyazaki. Hayashi has the rock. Screen off Mowley. Hayashi being guarded closely to that three-point line. Miyazaki lays in on the right, in and out. Scherf with the rebound. Whitcomb, pull up 3. Yes! That ties it back up. 2 minutes to play.
She just walks back chilling. Like, I do this every day. I'm putting the team on my back.
65 all. Miyazaki into Akaho. Straight up and down. Remember, she's playing with 4 fouls.
Great pass, Miyazaki. 9th assist for her.
And a foul going against Akaho on the other end.
Hard these women are working. See the intensity on every single play. Akaho just a little too much there.
Coach Toru Anzuka told us that they will have to fight for all 40 minutes, and they've got 1:41 left with a 2-point lead.
That's exactly what he said.
Whitcomb backing down. Outside shot up from Nicholson. No, it's a miss. Speeding downwards. Miyazaki. Akohe. They believe in her. Cross court. Will reset.
7 to shoot.
Hayashi is the one with it. Back rim. Whitcomb. Feet up to Froling. A little frantic. Hits the trailer, Nicholson. No, a miss again.
Bodies flying everywhere. Coach Onzuka asks for it to be slowed down. Miyazaki does just that.
50 seconds to play. Miyazaki with the ball. They've got the lead. Single possession. Miyazaki, shot clock at 2, has to get it up. She does. A miss. And it's her teammate, Maori, with the big-time rebound.
We'll give Australia just one more opportunity at an offense.
Miyazaki dishes out. Okoe with the shot. A miss. The rebound. No! On the floor is Miyazaki. Australia with it. 15 seconds to play. They're down by 2. Whitcomb to Nicholson. Whitcomb playing hard. Scherf with the ball. 1 second, she's got to get it up. It's tipped, and it's over. Akaho with the game-winning block for Japan.
Wow, wow. And Akaho on that offense and then on that defensive play, she puts her team on her back.
Akaho and company sealing this victory for Japan, 67-65. What a roller coaster for Coach Toru Onzuka's team, and for Sammy Whitcomb for Australia. She gave all that she could.
She did. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals for Sammy Whitcomb. She couldn't do any more.
All you can do right now as a fan is stand up and applaud these two great teams right now. Japan sealing their bid to the gold medal round against China tomorrow at 3 p.m. What a performance.
What a game. That's 2 amazing games Japan have been part of here. We were expecting it today. Congratulations to them. They did have to play for 40 minutes, like Coach Onzuka said, but they did just that. They struggled in the first half. They relied on their defense in the second half. Most importantly, they really closed down the rebounding battle. They were losing by a lot going into the locker room. They still lose the rebounding battle 31-46, but a lot better, and they stopped Australia getting on the offensive glass, which was key. We take a look back here at the play of Yamamoto in the second half here. The 3x3 player for Japan really steps up for her team. She ends the game with 12 points, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. There's a real spark off the bench for them. And it was Akaho really in the last 2 possessions. Again, it's nothing that you're going to see on the stat sheet. The last 2 possessions of the game, Akaho running around everywhere to try and stop Sammy Whitcomb there from doing what she did to her on that possession. What more can you say about Sammy Whitcomb? Again, trying to do everything for her team. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, 21 efficiency. They also had a really good showing, the Opals, from Keely Jane Frolling and Laura Marie Scherf. Another double-double for Scherf, 12 points, 15 rebounds in the end, 4 of them offensive. Just didn't have enough. At the end of the day, Japan, with the play of Akaho and co, managed to get her team over the line into the gold medal game. Coach Onzuka thrilled, as are her teammates, about that.
Japan playing their way to a championship game tomorrow. They've got a date with China at 3 p.m. as a look at those final statistics once more for you at home. The 4-time Asia Cup champions will have a shot to add a 5th in a row tomorrow afternoon. This is how it was done. All 40 minutes it took for Japan to win this game against a feisty Australia squad who would not back away. The final is set. Gold medal championship set for tomorrow, Japan and China. For Siobhan Pryor, I'm Despina Barn. We say goodbye from Prince Hamza Hall. Next up, you will see the classification game between New Zealand and Chinese Taipei. We'll see you then.